I've been seeing Laje dances for years, and my first question is, how do you guys make it look so easy?
Oh, I see.
Because I see it's hard, right?
So that's a great question. So the foundations of our training is essentially Kung Fu. So we train the Kung Fu and use these skill sets and tools to build up endurance, flexibility, and balance to perform inside the line. It's essentially the secret to actually mimicking the line, because you learn about your own awareness in terms of movements, but also you learn how the line should move. So that's how we make it look so easy.
Exactly, because I see there's a lot of movements involved. There's a lot of very specific and precise movements, right? One dancer jumps on top of the shoulders of the other one, and it makes it look so easy. But how long does it take to acquire a level of proficiency that allows you to perform?
Sure. So I've seen trainers who've trained up real fast, you know, something like 2 to 3 years, but traditionally...
Oh, sorry, 2 to 3 years is fast.
Yeah, that's considered fast, yeah.
What's normal?
Normal is about 5 years foundations, and then you're pretty much ready to fly.
5 years.
Yeah.
Would you recommend this kind of training to everybody?
I think to approach this, I would do the Kung Fu, begin with that, challenge yourself, stretch yourself, and if you're able to understand the concept of Kung Fu, you can actually understand the mechanics to do the line dance.
Okay. You visited the White House.
Yes.
How was it?
It was something else. It was another level. Truly, it was amazing that the public and also at the time leadership was really curious and really wanting to understand what line dance is about. And it was truly a highlight in my training and teaching career, certainly.
That's one part. The other part is that it's Spring Festival. It's a very special time. You must be performing like crazy.
Right.
Could you tell me a little bit more about this performance? Because, you know, in the East, it's easy. Everybody knows the line dance and enjoys it, joins it, has fun. But here, sometimes you're performing for first-timers. Sorry, most times you're performing for first-timers. How is that?
So when we perform, I feel it's super important. My instructor back in Australia, he said to me, hey, I'm passing you all this knowledge, this training in the line dance and the martial arts, but I want you to do something. I want you to explain, give the story, give the context of the significance of the line dance. And you're right, a lot of people haven't seen this before, and it's super important that people understand why the line moves in certain ways, why it behaves in certain ways, what emotions are being shown. So these are the sort of things that we try to explain to the public. We do a lot of events for schools, communities, even corporate. And every time we go, we try to explain the significance of the line and, of course, what the real meaning is to bring lots of luck.
What is it that your audiences find most surprising when you first expose them to this?
I think, first of all, they say, oh, wow, it's really something, this line. However, they're always curious to know, you're inside, how much can you actually see? And really, to be honest with you, you have about 30% vision, and you're moving around, and you're really relying on your footwork, your stances, your awareness around you. So I think that's the number one question comes along. So how do you actually see when you're in there?
Exactly. Yeah. How do you see?
So you rely on your other senses, your stances that you've trained. You also have high movements, low movements. So those are the points of times where you get your bearings and understand where you're moving.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Adam Chua, our time is up, but thank you so much. Great having you, and thanks for joining us in the studio.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you.